once again. And you guys know what that means. I hope you do. Jump scare. Blah! Ooga booga. Is the music too loud? Let me try to turn it down a little. I think the music's a little too loud. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. About that time. Yep. The layout got pink eye. Well, I changed the layout. Turn down the music bit, please. Okie dokie. Is that better? Is that better? Is this better? Archie Sally Day. Archie Sonic Sally Day! Good pun. Yeah, I changed the layout a little bit because, like, I liked the background that I had. But it was a bit too much. I felt like it was a bit too, involved for the activities that we were doing. So, I changed it. I like to freshen things up every now and again. And plus the background didn't really match the chat bubble that I had, the chat star. I like both layouts. Thank you! So yeah, new background. Things are I just like it this way. I just like changing things up. Anyway, like the new layout, okay, good. People are liking the new layout, which is good. I was having a little bit of doubts, but yeah. Anyway, I see that we have a couple new members, which is great. Thanks. If you want to become a member and not only get access to special emojis, but also early access to videos, then click the join button down below. There's also a link in the description to join SNT's special squad. You can join the squad and be a squad member. And we got a couple new emotes too. We got like a thumbs up, my hand, and that's pretty exploitable with the one of my face. And then there's another one. There's another one that I have that's good old Ken Pen with excited eyes. Because I thought that would be appropriate for the streams over too. Oh wow, thank you for the super chat, Milk. The $50, wow, thank you. Got to dono every week. Hopes you can start to remember my name. Well, you are, aren't you a member? Love your personality and content. Thank you! Thank you so much for the big super chat. Really appreciated. Your eye, it looks like cotton candy? My layout looks like cotton candy. I do have a sort of cotton candy like thing going on with my look, so I guess it works. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on to the. Let me pull it up. Wahoo! Yeehaw! It's Princess Sally time. If I can find my... Yeah, there we go. My mouse disappeared for a second. But yeah, I had to get the Princess Sally miniseries in a different format as from the others. So the gray background is there because it is a PSD. Oh, thank you, Lemon, for the super chat. You're so beautiful. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. You're beautiful. Everyone here is beautiful. And this cover is beautiful too. Wow. Look at how stylized it is. Sonic the Hedgehog presents Princess Sally. No, one of a 3-issue miniseries is what that says. And there's some stars and a ghost image of Eggman / Robotnik and Jeffrey St. John. Thank you, Crass, for dono. Hey, SNT, hope you're doing well this Saturday. I'm doing fine. I put my setup together and then I took a nap. And then I came back to stream. So I'm definitely well rested. Oh yeah, I had a smoothie earlier too, that was fun. Oh, thank you! Well, I don't know how much that is, but thank you, Nico Dumps. I don't want to read that though. Unfortunately, I don't think that's appropriate for streaming. I'm not gonna read Sonic Chew on stream. It's a bit inappropriate for the kind of streams that I do. So yeah, sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not gonna do it. But thank you for the donation anyway. It's really appreciated. All right, let's move on to this long thing. This long paragraph. Let's see. Let's read it. Not long ago, the planet Mobius was a world of great beauty and joy, guided by the benevolent King Acorn. All seemed like paradise. That is, it was, until the evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik rose up against the inhabitants of the great city of Mobotropolis, conquering the land and its people. I actually recognize Mobotropolis from Sonic Underground. I watched Sonic Underground before I watched Sonic Sat AM, so yeah. In the aftermath of the devastation created by Robotnik and his mechanical army of SWAT bots, he subjected the citizens to a process whereby they were remade into mechanical slaves, toiling over the polluted lands on the now rechristened Robotropolis. As for the king, to this day no one can be certain of his fate. But where there is great loss, there is often found great hope. Among the youngest of the citizenry were its most courageous. Banding together as a group of freedom fighters, they struggle to one day regain what was once theirs. Among the greatest of the freedom fighters is Sonic the Hedgehog, the swiftest of them all, assisted by his loyal friend Tails. Rotor serves as the group's inventor and the chief engineer. Antoine is renowned for his military skills. Bunny Rabbit makes great use of her robotic limbs. Led by the courageous and resourceful Princess Sally, they form the spearhead of the Rebel Alliance. As Robotnik's forces grow in size and strength, Princess Sally knows the freedom fighters must do the same, and so she begins to recruit the next generation of freedom fighters. Whoa, that was a big paragraph. That sure was a big paragraph I read. Or there was more than one paragraph, actually. It was several paragraphs. Why and where the freedom fighters were even made. I'm assuming, because I watched Sonic Sat AM, so Robotropolis happened when all of these characters were children, and they escaped because their caretaker Rosie helped them escape into the Great Forest, and then as they got older, they were like, "Hey, remember when things were good? We should, fix that." No Knuckles, yeah. What the heck? Where's Knuckles? I know Knuckles is like, he's on his own little island, like doing his own thing, but he should be in this comic more often. Maybe he will be in the future. Let's move on. Next page. From the journals of Princess Sally Acorn. At the time, it seemed a simple enough assignment. Infiltrate one of Robotnik's key energy substations. Robotropolis Energy Substation number 857. I like that it's labeled. And destroy it. Frankly, I expected resistance. But what I didn't expect was to run afoul of an utterly charming rogue named Jeffrey St. John. St. John claimed to be a leader of some unseen faction of the rebel underground and a former member of my father's secret service. Earlier in this graphic novel, editor. I didn't know what to believe. Gasp. Is he friend? Is he foe? Not this guy. I understand that Jeffrey St. John is kind of a controversial character. But you know. Oh, thank you, Milk, for another very generous super chat. I am a member, and I'm gonna be probably forever because of how amazing you are, because I want to keep supporting you. Also, sorry for the late... Hang on. The late reply. That's okay. I wasn't expecting a reply at all. Let's move on. Next page. There's the big old spread. This is why I have that border, because I gotta stretch it out real big. Princess Sally, deadliest of the species. There's robots. You guys know what that means. It means I gotta do the robot voice. Hang on. I gotta set up the robot voice. Eradicate the opposition. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Leave no stone unturned. Swat the butts. Oh wait, I can't remember what he sounded like. He had like a accent of some sort, right? Yay, robot voice. I'm glad you guys enjoy the filter. He had like an Australian / like European type voice. Not French. I don't know how to do it. SWAT butts, get down now. And there's the riders. There's the riders all down in the corner. Whoop, 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 whoop. What? Walking. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do an accent like this. Australian. G'day, mate. Shrimp on the barbie. How good? Thank you, Milk, for another super chat. I'll stop with the chat for now that you. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you for all the donos. I really appreciate the generosity. I'm trying. Okay. Walking tin cans don't look none too friendly, love. So I noticed, Mr. St. John. Ka-chunk, ka-chack, ka-flap, ka-flap. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Not too shabby. Think you could pick up the pace a little? Oh, I could if I wasn't plumb out of bolts. It's so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for the terrible accent. I'm so bad at this. Out of bolts? Some Boy Scout you turned out to be. What kind of freedom fighter are you anyway? One who flies by the seat of his pants, love. Harumph. You remind me of someone else I know. Whoosh. Fortunately, I came prepared. Thump. Crackoom. Lots of good onomatopoeias in this one. What is this? It's the Princess Sally miniseries #1. This is what we're reading today. Next one. There. That homemade grenade should give those SWATbots something to think about. I'll say this much for your love. You've got style. Save the compliments for later, Mr. St. John. At least until after we've linked up with the rest of my unit. The princess sure is taking her own sweet time. Maybe she ran into something she couldn't handle. There's nothing she can't handle, Hamlin. She's a trained professional. I just wish we could have gone with her. You said it yourself, Arlo. She's a professional. We're only trainees. But how are we supposed to learn anything by watching and waiting? Whoop, whoop. Patience is a virtue, Penelope. And following orders is the most important lesson any would-be freedom fighter can learn. If she says wait, we wait until... Correct! Shush, what was that? Again, I am doing random voices because I have no idea what these characters sound like. So I'm just doing my own interpretation, so to say. As a Brit myself, your accent is good. Is it really? I'm not very well practiced with that sort of thing, so. Holy! Oof! Crash, bash, smash, kerwump. You got 3 seconds to explain yourself, mate, or you'll be one sorry slab of bacon. Gulp, that's enough. Get off him, Jeffrey. They're with me. We're all on the same side after all. Sorry, mate, just got a bit carried away. Oh, you'll be carried away all right once I finish with you. Hey, Sally's in a purple suit. Was she in a purple suit earlier? Was Sally in purple earlier, or am I crazy? Perry the platypus. A platypus? Perry the platypus. Bacon. I do enjoy a bacon every now and then, but you know, I don't know any pigs. But yeah, was Sally in purple earlier? I don't seem to recall. Next page then. You and what navy, you slobbering sack of Kool-Aid, both of you! Save some for Dr. Robotnik. There's plenty of him to go around. You won't raise such a stink after. For your information, this is Jeffrey St. John, the leader of the local branch of the Rebel Underground. He'll be joining us on our mission. Pleased to meet you. And these fresh young faces are the next generation of freedom fighters. Arlo, Penelope, and Dylan. Hamlin, I believe you've already met. Humph. Now let's all get some shut-eye. We have a full day ahead of us tomorrow, and I want to fill Jeffrey in on our plan. The princess may buy your hero act, pretty boy, but I don't. Well, ain't that too bleeding bad? Accent. She was in blue. I knew it. So why is she in purple now? Another hedgehog. Either another hedgehog or a porcupine. Comes the dawn. Good morning, people. Nice to see you all up and about for our briefing. As you know, Rotor, the freedom fighter's resident scientist, has theorized that by knocking out certain energy substations, the defense system that protects Robotropolis against ground attacks would automatically collapse. Having split the freedom fighter forces into several teams, it remains this team's duty to shut down these 3 stations. We've already taken out the first one, and today we proceed to the second. Any questions? So efficient. Color error? I mean, I don't know. It seems deliberate that she's in purple now. Yeah, why is he tagging along for the ride? Jeffrey is a former member of King Acorn's Secret Servants, Hamlin. He knows how to get into and out of tight spots. That level of skill could be priceless on a mission this important. Watch him, and maybe you'll learn something. You heard the lady, pal? Keep those peepers peeled. Oh, I intend to, pal. I intend to. Any other questions? No? Good. Then prepare to move out. Our next target is located due north. What? They forgot. They forgot she was blue? I don't know about that. Any questions? Yeah, Sally, can I go home? If someone doesn't want to be a freedom fighter, I guess. At the edge of the great forest, there it is! Wow, look at the size of that place. It's really big. I don't see any guards. It's the things you don't see are most important, Dylan. Oh, wait. We'll never make it past without being detected. I don't see any guards. It's the things you don't see that are most dangerous, Dylan. Either way, we'll have to chance it. Follow me. We'll slip around the back before... Fwoom, fwoom. Uh-oh, a little too late there, Sal. A little too late, Sal. Favoosh! Incoming! They've spotted us! I guess the sneaky approach won't work. Let's try the direct approach. Floom, floom. Crack-a-chi. Swoosh. Kaboom! Da-ding! Thank you, mean boy, for the $5. Why was SNT stuck in a blue sphere stage during past streams? Sometimes I like to travel to the special zone and just hang out there. You don't always have to, collect the blue spheres. Sometimes you can just enjoy the atmosphere. Have you seen the sky? It's very blue. Very pretty. Much better. Cover me while I crack the lock on this access panel. Click-to-swish. Typical. The SWAT bots always go to pieces in a crisis. Let's hope the same can be said for the entire building. There, ka-chunked. That virus I fed into the security system should give the self-destruct mechanism something to think about until we... Soup. Did you hear that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All cleared. Not clear, not clear. Well, whatever it is, it's getting closer. Any idea what it could be? I don't know, Penelope. I don't know. Thump, 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 thump. Fwavoom, fwavoom. Orbots. Whoa, look at these boys. Look at these funky boys with these long leggies. Those are some funky looking boys. Favoom, favoom, favoom. Bleeding eyeballs means business. Got any more grenades? Sorry, that was my last one. Favoom, favoom. Some Girl Scout you turned out to be. I lost the accent again. Well, now we take a page out of your book, Jeffrey. Rip. The Sally I know was always prepared for everything. Seems suspicious. Orbbots, Orbot and Qbot. Yeah, maybe this is like prototype Orbot. Maybe back in the day, this was like Orbot Alpha. And then he refined, Eggman refined the design for a more personal, like, assistant? Maybe. Swish. We improvise. Shrift. Everybody scatter. With any luck, this wire should keep it from putting its best foot forward. Whoa! No worries, mate. Leave it to old Jeffrey to pull your fat out of the fire. Phew, care rash. This comic's very action-packed. Don't trip. He already did. He already tripped. It looks like an AT-AT. Oh, it kind of does. With 2 legs instead of 4. And also it's more rounded. That's 1 down for the count. I keep losing the accent. That's 1 down for the count. And speaking of countdowns, how much time do we have left before the base blows sky high? Not nearly enough. Then I vote that discretion is the better part of valor, love. I'm so sorry. I keep losing it. I keep losing it. Or in more common terms, let's beat fate. Throom, karoom, fawoom, fwavoom, fwavoom. Again, I say, the onomatopoeias are very spicy. It's more action-packed than usual. I think they're getting more into the action-packed side of Archie at this point. Fwaboom, fwaboom! Scurry! Crash! Tisk, tisk. Looks like fall came a bit early this year. The puns! Can't have an Archie without the puns. Can't have Archie without them puns. Please give Jeffrey a Southern American accent, or perhaps Irish. I cannot do Irish. I believe you. I cannot do Irish. No, Irish is very hard for me. Like I feel like he either has a British accent or Australian accent, because he says things like bleeding and love. Phew, that was too close for comfort. Robotnik must have beefed up his security details. We'll need to take extra precautions next time. I agree, Princess. You could never be too careful about where you step or who to trust. Can't say I much care for your tone, Pigfoot. Well, I don't much care for your face stripes, so I guess that makes us even. Knock it off, Hamlin. Jeffrey saved your life, remember? You should be grateful, not suspicious. If you can't trust him after that, you might as well not trust me either. Well, putting your foot down. I am the piglet. Nobody in the chat likes Jeffrey. Oh no. Later that night, Sally is a-sleepin' and Jeffrey is escaping into the forest. Gasp! There he goes. Tap tap, zoom, whir, clickety swish. Oh, did he go back in time? Tap tap. Thank you, some little pup, for the super chat. Very appreciated. Into the unknown. He's just he went through a portal. So what did he do? Whoa! What's going? Soon, my love, soon. Turn the page, the mystery... Next, turn the page, the mystery deepens. What does that mean? Wait, is this the real Sally? Is this blue Sally? As opposed to purple Sally? What's going on? That skunk is up to no good. Is he up to no good, or is he trying to save Sally? Sonic the Hedgehog's teammate Princess Sally, starring in her own action-packed miniseries. Wow. And that's... well, that was the end of the first Princess Sally comic. What's with another Sally? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. This is so odd. It is very odd. I wonder what's gonna happen. Let's move on to the next issue then. We'll move on to Princess Sally #2. There's Sally, flying on a hang glider, and then there's a monster. Excuse me. A monster robot with everybody tangled in its tendrils. Legit good art. Yeah, the art's pretty good in this one. Oh, here's another paragraph. Let's go. As the fight for freedom ranges on, it has been one of Princess Sally's many obligations to select and recruit the soldiers of tomorrow, training them for the important tasks that lie ahead. Gathering only the best and the brightest young hopefuls from the citizenry of Knothole Village, the princess has assembled a core team of 4 members whose main purpose is to be the second vanguard in the struggle to overthrow the evil genius Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Foremost of the group is Hamlin. Quick to anger, slow to forgive, he is often the first to leap into action, but usually the last to look where he's going. Next is Penelope, fiercely loyal to her friends and comrades. Her love for all animal kind is the driving force in her personal fight against tyranny. Arlo, cheerful and courageous, will always put the needs of his teammates ahead of his own, regardless of whatever personal cost it might entail. Finally, there is Dylan. With the heart of a warrior and soul of a poet, he never mistakes the forest for the trees and functions as the spiritual anchor for his colleagues. Together, there is no challenge, dare, or risk these adventurers will not accept. Embracing the philosophy that it won't get done until we get it done, they strive each and every day to live up to that ideal, working towards restoring Mobotropolis to the paradise it once was. Untested and untried, they now embark upon a mission which shall change their lives forever. Gasp! Weird armadillo design, yeah. Mighty wasn't quite popular back in the day, so Archie wasn't sure what an armadillo Sonic looked like. So they kind of went like the Looney Tunes direction. Forever, forever, forever. There's Sonic the Hedgehog's teammate Princess Sally leads a band of freedom fighting cadets while facing an unseen foe. I like that these portraits have like descriptions, like a DeviantArt description. But there they go, they run, and it looks like they're running from a broken dam of some sort. Seems like that's what's happening. A hedgehog imposter. He could, well, yeah, he's probably a hedgehog. A very weird one, because, you know, Sonic also exists. But Sonic is a special hedgehog, because he runs fast and is blue. Alright. From the journals of Princess Sally Acorn. Things have certainly been interesting since I linked up with former Secret Service agent and Rebel Underground leader Jeffrey St. John. My squad of freedom fighters, Arlo, Penelope, Dylan, and especially Hamlin, took an immediate and profound dislike to him. Which, to their credit, did little to interfere with the assignment. Target 3 of Robotnik's strategic energy substations and destroy them. Throom! 2 down, 1 to go. Thoroughly, St. John performed faultlessly and proved his courage beyond any shadow of a doubt. Still, one couldn't help but wonder what other tricks he might have hidden up his sleeve. What could he be doing? What could he be doing? Porcupine? Yeah, he could also be a porcupine. It's never he. Penelope. No, Penelope's the platypus. Dylan's the hedgehog / porcupine. But they've never said what kind of species he is. He could be a porcupine. Yeah, previously on Princess Sally miniseries. Double the Sally, double the craziness. Double the sass. And here's a big ol' page for your viewing pleasure. Oh, it's a little cut off. Hang on. I'm gonna move it. Move it over so you guys can read that part. Here we go. Princess Sally, deadliest of the species number 2. You want a piece of my poker face? Well, mate, take your best shot. No, I didn't read that right. You want a piece of me pork face? Well, mate, take your best shot. Thank you so little bit for the $10. I'm a knuckle simp and I am proud. You know what? And that's totally fine. Because Knuckles is a pretty cool dude. Once you get to know him, he's actually pretty cool. This is all so childish, Arlo. Someone could get hurt. I don't think either one of them is paying any attention to us, Penelope. They're too busy trying to beat each other's brains in. Hamlin craved combat training. Hopefully, he'll learn from the experience. And let me move this right back to where it was so I can read it properly. And then, boop. That's in the right place, right? I think so. Yeah, there we go. Though not necessarily what he expects. Phoomp. Better be careful what you wish for, Stripes, cause you just might get it cracked. I already get it, mate. You're ticked off cause I showed you up in front of the princess. Sorry to disappoint you, but in our line of work, you either stay on your toes, thoop, or you get knocked off your feet or hooves in this case. Hamlin! Well, there he goes. He's got like weird hoof feet. Like he's got hooves, yes, but he also has feet. Like the hooves are toes for some reason. It's really weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. One or the other, y'all. One or the other. I don't know what accent it is that I am doing. I am doing like a kind of European accent. Oh, right. Plopped. Wump. Crackety. Let's get one thing straight, Jeffrey. So long as you're part of my unit, you'll play by my rules. We fight together as a team against Robotnik, not against each other. Is that understood? Sorry, love. Don't know what I could have been thinking. Sally showing him up. Telling it like it is. Get him. Get that boy. There we go. Trying to like seamlessly go to the next page. But it's kind of hard. Good on Sally. Yes. Sally's gotta show him up every now and then. Later, since we've already taken out the first 2 substations, that leaves only the 3rd. Unfortunately, it's armed like a fortress, located inside this atoll. The surrounding waters make it all but impregnable to conventional means of attack. Atoll, a ring-like island and encloses a lagoon, editor. Well, thank you, editor. Then what can we do? We can start thinking unconventionally, Penelope. For every problem, there's a solution. And I know just the thing. Pack your gear and get ready to move out. But where are we going? To the top of those cliffs overlooking the atoll. If geography can be used against us... If geography can be used against us, then what? What does it mean? I'm betting it can also be made to work in our favor. Are we there yet? Shh, be quiet. Company, halt! This is as far as our feet will carry us, so I guess it's time to break out the special equipment. What are these things? A new type of non-powered stealth aircraft that Rotor designed. I believe he called them hang gliders. Yep, it's a hang glider! Though why I could scarcely begin to imagine. That's already existed. Rotor's taking credit for things that already existed. The special equipment, of course, yes. Sally is a tomboy. Sally is a tomboy. She gets the job done. She's a go-get-'em girl. Regardless if we can't approach Robotnik space by land or sea, we'll just have to make use of the freedom of the skies. Kerchunked whirr. Uh-oh. Phoom. We're about to lose that freedom, princess. Everyone, take evasive action before... They're in trouble. Uh-oh. A hang glider, yeah. Apparently Rotor invented hang gliders. Or he either invented hang gliders in this universe, or he's taking credit for inventions that already existed. So, yeah. Uh-oh. I'm hit! Foom, foosh, can't control. Arlo, pull up before you crash. Quickly, ditch the gliders and follow me into the underbrush. But Arlo, Robotnik's forces already know we're here, Hamlin. If they capture us, we won't be able to double back and search for Arlo. Well, Arlo's a goner. Rip Arlo. We'll never see him again, probably. This way! Or, wait, that's Hamlin. This way! I think I've spotted something! Oh man, nobody could have walked away from that! I didn't... There he is! Are you alright? It only hurts when I move, princess. You're lucky to feel anything, pal. That glider's not going anywhere anytime soon. And neither are you with that broken leg. Maybe I should stay behind with him. Good idea, Penelope. If all goes well, we should be back shortly. And if not, well, I understand. Things are not going well with the new freedom fighters. Yeah. It's not Rip Arlo. He's not dead yet, I guess. Yeah, I know. Arlo looks weird. He's a weird armadillo dude. Rotor B, like, casually steals hang gliders. Moving on to the next page. Funny, I have the strangest feeling we're being watched. Probably just a case of the jitters, Jeffrey, or cold feet. Maybe so, love, but still, shh. Our objective is in sight, but we're not out of the woods yet. Click, we're thwack. I like that, they basically have just completely, or maybe not. I had a thought, but then I realized I was wrong. Never mind. Ignore. Oh yeah, that camera do be sussin'. It's a pretty sus camera up in that corner. Rip Arlo, 1997, 1997. Imagine getting taken out by a rock. I think it's a grenade, actually. It's some kind of grenade that Sally has on her. Place isn't much to look at, is it? Appearances can be quite deceiving, Jeffrey, as you should know better than most. Now, just like we rehearsed. Spread out and affix your explosives to the control panels. We need to get in and out fast before we run into any more trouble. Shoop. Uh-oh. 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 Nobody say anything. Nobody say anything. Don't say a word. It's just a big, scary robot with tentacles for some reason. Nobody say anything. Holy! An octopod! And from the looks of things, it set its sights on Princess Sally! Well, we can't have that now, can we? The octopod can look, but he'd better not touch. Jeffrey, that is not your girl. Sally is dating Sonic! Well, thank you, Milk. What are you gonna be / do for Halloween this year? I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'll do Archie Sonic Saturdays during October. It really depends on if a certain somebody shows their face once more. You know, veterans of these streams will know who I am talking about. You know, her, the doctor. But, well, if she does show up, we'll see if she continues Archie Sonic Saturdays without me. If she does, cool. If not, cool. She'll probably do some spooky Halloween funny, like, stream thingamajiggy like last year. But, yeah. We will see. We will see what happens in October. It's a couple months away still. Moving on to next. Ooh, excuse me. Here we go again. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she did post that one clip. She posted a clip yesterday, a short of an old stream that she did from not old stream, but a stream from last year where she went through some haunts and did a jump scare. Is Sonic with Amy or Sally? In this canon, Sally and Sonic are in a relationship. Amy doesn't exist yet. Or at least, they have not met Amy yet in this universe. Not currently. Won't take no for not say. Spread out, distract it. Well, I give this bloke a piece of my mind. Armed. Hey, Thrump. Whoa, Thrumped. Now that's downright unneighbourly of you, mate. I'd almost think you didn't want to be friends. Here, have one on me. Ka-chucked. Giving him a blam. Giving him a big old blam. So much for manners, the thing's all arms. And speaking of armed, that's the last of the charges. Better shake a leg, love. It's not my leg that needs shaking. It's this can of paint. Here, have an eye full of red dye number 2. Scary! Whoosh! I blinded him. Does it feel pain? Does this robot feel pain? That's kind of cruel. It's a little bit cruel for Dr. Robotnik to do. Kill it. Well, like I understand building a robot, but building a robot that feels pain seems kind of unnecessary. It's like that one skit of like, I built a robot that screams all the time. Ah! Why'd you do that? Hurry, run for cover! Those explosives on the octopod are set to go off at any... Vroom! Wasn't that cutting things a little close, Jeffrey? Not really, love. The other bombs are on a 5-second delay. Crackoon! Haha! Rip Octopod. Yeah, Octopod dead. Another casualty in the Sonic the Hedgehog canon. Sonic Boom, the sequel? What, Sonic Crackoon? That's not... It's a little bit of a mouthful, don't you think? Almost forgot about the stream today. I went back to the beginning. I'm 48 minutes behind. I'm 45 minutes behind. I see. You will... I guess we will see you later then. Phew! All present and accounted for? I think so, Princess. Good. Then let's head back to where we left Arlo and... Penelope? They're good! Odd, no sign of a struggle. Their tracks merely stop as though they vanished into thin air. But how is that possible? It isn't, Dylan. Which is all the more reason to get away from here fast. Leave without them. With all due respect, Princess, have you got bonkers? Uh-oh, infighting. That's not good. What do you think Sonic is doing during these events? Probably taking down the other energy reserves that he was assigned to do, since the Freedom Fighters apparently split up into teams this time. So I'm assuming that's what he's doing. Hamilton, be reasonable. Either they left under their own power or they didn't. In any event, hanging around won't do us any good. Let's go. If we're lucky, they'll be waiting for us back at camp. 2 hours. 2 hours and still no sign of them. Where on Mobius could they be? I don't know, Jeffrey. I just don't know. A lot of parallels. A lot of parallels going on with these comics, because Sally said that last time. Sally said, I just don't know last time. Hamlin is hogging the spotlight. Ha! Very funny. I guess if they called this comic Hamlin, then nobody would know what this is. So they called it Princess Sally. Oh, there's Jeffrey. Jeffrey's doing something. Shortly before dawn. Zoom. Clicked were. There are two Sallies. 2 Salises. What is he doing? Why does he have 2 Sallys? So is he putting Purple Sally away? What's he doing? What's he doing? St. John to command. Central command, are you receiving me? Affirmative. Commence debriefing. Operation Infiltration is a total success. I've earned their trust, and the exchange has been made. Oh, it's Robotnik! Uh-oh! Excellent. Deliver the goods at your earliest convenience. You have done well, my double agent. And our cause shall reap the full benefits of your treachery. Hang on, I gotta start over. And our cause shall reap the full benefits of your treachery. Central command out. Fist clicked. Report, Mr. St. John. Everything went exactly according to plan. Trust me. This is a hard one to read. There's a lot of words. Plot twist. Sally learned Shadow Clone Jutsu. There are two Salises. Two of them. Ooh. No one suspects a thing. Warning. Robotropolis City limits trespassers is verboten. Suddenly German. Screefoom. Frazette. They're doing another infiltration mission, I see. How can you sleep through that? It's probably just like a chemically induced sleep kind of thing. If Rotor's calculations are correct, the destruction of those 3 substations should have collapsed the city's defense system at these coordinates. Robotnik would never expect a daring daylight raid on Robotropolis. Any final questions before we proceed? Yeah, what happened to Jeffrey? I wouldn't worry too much about him, Hamlin. If I know Mr. St. John, he's probably taking care of a few last-minute details. The merchandise, your lordship, as promised. Splendid! You are indeed a man of your word, St. John. I admire that in a traitor. He is a traitor. I never trusted him, not one bit. With my Princess Sally robot duplicate in place, the freedom fighters can't help but be led into my trap. And then, once the true Princess Sally has been roboticized, the rebellion will fall. Before the master plan of Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Ha 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 ha. Next, what's going on? What happened to Arlo and Penelope? Whose side is Jeffrey St. John on? What's Dr. Robotnik's evil plan? The answer to all these questions and more can be found in the awesome conclusion. Wow! If we have time after the last Princess Sally, then we could totally like read just another random comic, but like a comic after this, like the 21st one. This is so confusing. It's a bit confusing, yeah. Oh, there's more pages. For some reason, there's like multiple pages. Don't know why, but it ends here. It ends here. There's just like duplicates of the same page a bunch of times for some reason. I actually learned something interesting about the name Robotnik. The other day, I actually learned that the word badnik is an actual, like, real word. Not like a thing that was made up specifically for Sonic the Hedgehog. It comes from the word no goodnik, which is like a play on of like the name Sputnik, the satellite that was launched by Russia, like way back in like the 20s. So adding Nick to the end of words just became like a thing. Like a you know, a bad Nick, a no good Nick, meaning like a no good person. So Nick is like shorthand for person. So Robotnik literally just means robot person. It's really interesting. No Good Nick was also in one of the Sonic cartoons. Yeah, that was a pun on the actual word No Good Nick. A new member! Thank you for joining! Yay! I know it was big in the 90s, but also like it was also like a early like 20s thing. During the like I guess during something about the space race, I don't know. But it was slang. It's slang for person. Nick is a slang for person. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the dono, Nico Dumps. SNT destroys Robotnik's names with facts and logic. But that's literally what his name means. His name just means robot person. Robotnik is just it's just a funny way of saying robot person. Robotnik isn't a robot though. He's part robot. He has a robotic arm. You see his robotic arm? Alright, we're moving on to the last issue of Princess Sally. Let me take a sip of water first. His name is Egg Bad Person. His name is Egg Robot Person. There they are, the two Sallys fighting to prove who the real Sally is. With a jetpack and everything. I remember there was an episode of Game Grumps where they opened up Sonic Mega Collection and just looked at comic covers for like 15 minutes. And this is one of the covers that they like took a good look at, and Danny was just like, I don't care who you are, that's hot. And everyone called him a furry, and then nothing was ever the same. That was the day everyone was like, oh yeah, Dan's totally a furry. But yeah, I just wanted to share that thought with you guys, because that's what I always think of when I see this cover, is that that episode of Game Grumps. All right, here we go. Another big old page of whatever. Sonic the Hedgehog's teammate, Princess Sally, along with her freedom fighters. What does that say in that weird font? Cadets race to stop their enemy's most devious scheme yet. Graphic design is my passion. It's so hard to read that. The gradient makes it so hard to read. Because the yellow on light blue already kind of has like an eye strain kind of deal, because they're not very good colors to work with together sometimes, but then that red yellow gradient really strains your eyes. Graphic design is my passion. And there they are, they're fighting Jeffrey. I guess they found out the truth. Here's another panel, another big old panel of words. One of the many outstanding qualities Princess Sally reveals in her capacity as Commander-in-Chief of the Freedom Fighters and spearhead of the resistance movement against the evil tyrant Dr. Robotnik is swift, sure judgment. The combination of this attribute with her ability to take decisive action regardless of personal cost contributes to the Freedom Fighters' success as a team. While her troops play out their appointed roles, only Sally sees the big picture. To lead effectively, she must retain their trust and respect. For in a war, there is no room for hesitation. When she gives an order, it is to be carried out. No questions asked, no answers given. Their loyalty must remain absolute at all times, or the cause is already lost. Entrusted with the lives of her charges, the young princess wears the mantle of leadership stoically, often called upon to make tough choices by virtue of her rank. She longs for the day when peace and prosperity once again reign over the planet Mobius, but until that day she will fight to free her people, and they will fight courageously by her side. How much you want to bet that the children that bought these comics never ever read this? Never read this or any of the paragraphs at all? How much you want to bet they never read that? They just went on to the comic. I'm gonna guess that, yeah, of almost all of them. Gotta read that lore. It's very important to read all the lore. From the journals of Princess Ally Acorn. The assault on Robotnik's facilities went more or less as expected. Dylan, Hamlin, and St. John played out their roles in this affair with explosive results. The last of the targeted energy substations had been destroyed, though not without cost. Arlo had been injured upon arrival, and although Penelope remained behind to protect him, when the raiding party returned, they were gone. The others were rightly concerned, but the most important part of the mission still lay ahead. With Robotropolis defense systems compromised, we prepared to strike. St. John had wandered off, presumably to scout the terrain ahead. After all, he's a traitor! He's a traitor! Oh, there we go. There's the big picture. It was anyone's guess what awaited us within. Oh, put a socket in it, you rusty old bucket of bolts. We gave at the office. Oh, he's responding to what this robot is saying. Here we go. Robot voice ahead.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized access has been achieved in Sector 76. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Repeat, terminate with...
There we go. And then he responded with, oh, put a socket in it, you rusty old bucket of bolts. We gave at the office. Save your breath, Hamlin, and concentrate on staying alive. Profound advice, Princess, which we would all do well to follow. And there's Spolution, Splorchin, Chum Chum Chum. Chum Chum Chum. SNT, never get roboticized, okay? I'm pretty sure I won't. Eggman doesn't seem interested in the roboticization anymore. He likes building things, you know? They're returning our fire. This way, duck and cover. Well, I recognize the need for speed, Princess. Perhaps staging this assault with our unit at half strength was a less than inspired command decision, and without Jeffrey... Jeffrey? Ha! The original Mr. Useless, a coward. Besides, just like the guy to cut out on us when the going gets rough, who needs him? We do, Hamlin. St. John saved your life, remember? Yeah, sure. But what's done is done for us lately. Yow! Hamlin! Katang! Kachung! He's a fallen hog. There he goes. Whoa, this is really dynamic. Look at that. No! Snag. Huh? What? Princess Sally! Don't thank me yet, Hamlin. At least not until you're safely... Click, grind, whir, targeting. Oh, wait. I gotta say it in the robot voice. Also, Thank you, Wolfman Jack, for the donation. Been reading Archie Sonic 2. Started at issue 1 and I'm now on issue 264. Wow, that's a lot. We're still in the Princess Sally miniseries, which is right after issue 20. So we've got a ways to go before that. Anyway, what was I doing? It was this, right?
Targeting, 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 target lock acquired.
There we go. That's better. Out of the line of fire! Blue, if there's one constant in this life, is that we can always count on you, Princess. Save the compliments for later. We have a job to do. And, according to these energy readouts, our objective is behind door number 1. Then what are we waiting for? Or to exercise the common speech. Wahoo! Koresh. You will be saved, Hamlet. No bacon bits tonight, Doc. Ugh. That's kind of scary to think about if Robotnik actually, like, ate people instead of roboticized them. That would be scary. "14 minutes, 11 seconds. Unacceptable. You've kept us waiting, freedom fighters, and tardiness is a sin I find most difficult to forgive. Still, you're here now, and in the end, is all that matters. And that, in the end, is all that matters. Did I forget myself? Introductions are in order? I, of course, am Dr. Ira Robotnik, and my associate, I believe, is already known to you. G'day, mates. Welcome to the party." Oh boy. Here we go. Super Sally 64. Here we go. The big confrontation. Jeffrey and Dr. Robotnik together. That means you traitor. You set us up. Bright boy. Figured it out all by your lonesome, eh? I'm impressed. Not as impressed as you're gonna be, pal, once I'm finished pounding you to the pavement. That's enough. Get off of him, Hamlin, before you get a face full of paint. For starters, we're both on the same side after all. Princess, what are you talking about? Is he a double crosser? Did he double cross? Did he double cross and then double cross again? Isn't it obvious, gentlemen? The princess who stands before you is not the true Sally at all, but an incredible robo-duplicate. You see, there was no weakness in the Robotropolis defense system. Indeed, there never has been. The entire energy substation scheme was merely a field test for my latest, most ambitious creation. The Auto-Automaton, a perfect robot duplicate of a living being in every way. Magnificent, isn't she? Only her creator knows for sure. And now that this first model has proven successful, I shall begin replacing the key members of your resistance movement. As for the genuine article, delivered to me by your associate, rebel underground leader Jeffrey St. John. What's the truth? What's the truth? Ka-chug. I fear her usefulness has come to an end. She's being roboticized. Zoom, fizzat, crackle, kazankle. What? Kaboom! No, he was a double crosser. That was the robot inside the tube. Gasp. It was a ruse, a sham. a scam.
That is impossible. Princess? No! A feedback loop of sufficient magnitude to disable my robotization unit could not have occurred unless the subject was already a robot. Princess Sally, the genuine article. We've been wise to your game from the beginning, Robotnik. Now come along quietly.
I double cross her. I told you guys. I told you. It was the whole shebang. So Jeffrey was on the Freedom Fighters side the entire time. He had a deal with Robotnik to put a robot duplicate in Sally's place. So he did that temporarily so she could, you know, get more info on it. I think. Pretty sure that's what happened. And then at the very last moment, Jeffrey switched Sally and the robot back before he delivered the robot back to Robotnik. Princess Sally triple trouble.
Or make my day. I think not, although I fail to see how you saw through my little charade. Ka-chug, ka-chack, ka-chugged. I never play without a brilliant backup plan. Stealth bots crawling out of the woodwork. We're surrounded.
Gasp. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll get out just fine because there are a lot of comics to get through.
Ha ha ha, bid farewell to your freedom fighters. Having discovered my plan, you may have won the battle, but the war will yet be mine. Eh? The floor? Now what? Rumble. You said yourself I was leader of the Rebel Underground, Doc. And here they come!
Rebel Underground. There they are. It's the Rebel Underground. Rebel Underground. They made a vow that Sally will be found. How is something that big so stealthy? I guess because it was underground. Maybe. I don't know. It's a comic. It's a comic. Things don't make sense sometimes.
Dig in, men! Secure the perimeter! And free those POWs! Arlo! Penelope! You're alright! This can't be happening! Believe it, Doc. It's as real as it gets. Ha!
Hi! Whoopoosh! Kicked him right in the tummy.
Lieutenant Smiley, Commander Fleming, glad you could make it. Jeffrey, whose side are you on?
Ours, of course, but explanations will have to wait until eternity, Princess.
St. John may have deceived me.
Uh-oh.
But betrayal is a double-edged sword.
Beep, beep, beep. Self-destruct activated.
Have a nice life, my friend. 30, 29, 28. What's left of it? Ha 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 ha. This place is set to blow. We've got to get out of here before 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Uh-oh, there goes our ticket home. Any bright ideas, Princess? Only one, St. John. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18.
Uh-oh. They keep one-upping each other. It's just how it goes. You gotta have a backup plan for your backup plan, you know?
17, 16, 15, 14, 13. That we'd better seek alternative transportation fast. Thoom, thoom, thoom. Take them out. Hangar 18. Sralush. Kirkle Fraz. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Everybody grab an air car. And don't spare the horsepower. Vroom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, shoom, 2, 1.
It's just like in the beginning of this story where Sally put a bomb and there was a countdown on it. Crackoon! There they go! Flying in a saucers.
So much for Robotnik's robot duplicate production plan. He won't be making any more of me or anyone else anytime soon. Mission accomplished. Could you back up and run that by me again, Princess? I don't understand.
Not surprising, Hamlin. I was in on the plan and I barely understood it myself.
But first, one final bit of business. In recognition of the extraordinary valor you displayed in the face of overwhelming odds, I hereby award you these battlefield commissions. From this moment on, you're all full-fledged freedom fighters with all the privileges and duties the rank entails. Congratulations!
Wow! Hooray! Even Hamlin, who had his doubts the entire time.
That night. Sorry I couldn't tell you the full story sooner, but secrecy was critical. Your reactions to events had to be authentic, or Robotnik might have suspected our plan. Robotnik had cut a deal with St. John to swap me for that robot duplicate, but St. John's true loyalties lay with the king and country. He was a double agent all along. After gaining my trust by revealing what he knew of Robotnik's master plan, we took steps to throw a monkey wrench into it by activating the robot duplicate prematurely.
Here's the explanation. Here's the explanation that we needed.
With my robot duplicate giving freedom reign to fulfill its programming, St. John was able to uncover the nuts and bolts of Robotnik's scheme, including the attacks on the next two energy substations, which were clever decoys devised to test the leadership skills of his creation. And just in case Robotnik had any other surprises in store for us, we had a safety net, namely the Rebel Underground.
That's how we disappeared off the island shortly after you left. Shortly after you left, they arrived on the scene. Then, after setting my broken leg, we literally dropped out of sight. Aha! I see. That's how they did it.
By that point, I'd learned what we needed to know. Next came the tricky part. I hauled the mechanical Sally back through the forest and swapped her for the princess in full monitor view of Dr. Robotnik. So far as the doc was concerned, the switch was the first and only switcheroo, which left us free to plot our next move.
You think Robotnik would have noticed the color change? Since he was the one that made the robot duplicate purple for some reason.
That particular exchange corresponded with subtle differences I noted but failed to heed. The robot always referred to Jeffrey by his given name, while the real princess referred to him as Mr. St. John. The robot also wore a different colored vest. It's true, trick for his pages.
I knew about that already. I made a note of it.
With those exceptions, the mechanical Sally behaved in an entirely appropriate manner. She gave orders, made harsh choices, even grieved just like the real thing. I know, Dylan, if St. John hadn't tipped us off, Robotnik's plan would have succeeded. The robot duplicate was flawless, but now we planted a seed of doubt in Robotnik's mind. He thinks we saw through his plan thanks to St. John. For all our sakes, we must pray he never discovers the ultimate truth.
Gasp. Could Robotnik be secretly colorblind? That explains his terrible fashion sense.
The next morning, I really wish you'd reconsider your decision, Mr. St. John. Come back to Knothole Village with us. There's always a need for someone of your caliber. I know, love, but the Rebel Underground needs me too. And I can do my bit for the cause here by helping wage their guerrilla war against Robotnik's tyranny. No, I just noticed the kiss. Ew. I understand. Will I ever see you again? Perhaps, my love, when the war is over. Oh, by the way, you can call me Jeff. Sally, you are dating Sonic! No! He's 25 and she's 15. Ew! Gross! That's gross. That's gross! Why would you do that? No PDA in the lobby. That's gross. You're dating Sonic, Sally. Sally! No! Disgusting. Disgusting. That's a Ken moment. That's a Ken moment. We left for Naho Village soon thereafter. The Robotnik had not been vanquished. He had been deterred, which meant by my obligation as freedom fighter took precedence over more personal concerns. And what of my heart? Where once there was one, now there are two. Sally! Sally! No! No, no, no! Bad! Bad, bad, bad! Bad, 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 bad. Bad. Disgusting. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Well, okay. That was the Princess Sally miniseries, everybody. So we do have some time left, so I'm gonna actually move ahead and jump to number 21. Thank you, Russell Archer, for the donut for the therapy. Thank you. It's necessary. It's very necessary. I'm gonna get issue 21 all loaded here. There we go. I'm actually gonna scrunchily scrunch it down just a little bit. Ooh, this is a pretty action-packed cover. I'm actually I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I will be right back, and then we will read issue 21. Okay, I'm back. I had to take a quick little break. Anyway, this is Archie number 21. This will probably be the last comic we read tonight.
Since the Princess Sally miniseries was 3 issues long. Alright, let's take a closer look at this. Oh, thank you, EB Crazy 2 for the 20 bucks. Curse you, Ken Penders. Oh boy. It's the decisions that were made. Not really happy with that one. Fun fact, Penders offers to license Jeffrey St. John to anyone who will pay, aka no one. Theoretically, one could pay the fee and create a semi-canon story where the skunk gets called out as a creep. Someone should do that! If they have the money for it, at least. That would be funny. That'd be so funny. SNT jump scare. Another one! Ooga booga! Anyway, let's take a look. Sonic the Hedgehog caught between a rock and a hard place. More like a couple of bots on my case. And this is one of his good days. Ah ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Woo. Now what's going on here? Stop him. Oh wait, that's a robot. That's a robot. I gotta do the voice.
Stop him. Stop Sonic the Hedgehog.
There we go. 3 phases of Eve. Is that what that's called? Fat chance, fellas. You think Dr. Robotnik would have learned by now that hedgehogs and SWAT bots just don't mix. There he goes, being all sassy. What's with the detailed hands? Sonic's got some very detailed hands here. Let's take a look. Yep, there he is. There he is right there. Oh boy. That's a moment. 3 phases of Eevees. Ah yes, the 3 phases of Eevees. Harumph! Why Robobutt would bother sending all these factory seconds is beyond me. As I recall, your model is outdated. And speaking of has-beens, this bogus practice session is a waste of my time. And Robotnik's. Who is that in the picture frame down there? Is that his mom? Is that his mom? Is that Robotnik's mom? Oh my goodness. It's his mom. Excellent. But the hedgehog has run your SWAT bots ragged, Dr. Robotnik. Precisely, Snively. This was, after all, merely a fact-finding mission, and the data currently being replayed to my computer mainframe should prove highly... Clacketa-clacketa-whirr. He did the script. He didn't do the drawings. It's the script. He wrote the script. Informative. Scree. Putui. Rate of acceleration, turning radius, distance, it's all here. Grab an armload of printout and follow me. Where are we going, sir? No one knows how... Where no one has gone before, Snively, to meet the challenge of the unknown. Today, we break fresh ground. Let's see... Yep, I gotta readjust to the... to this version of flipping through the comics instead of the one that we have been using. Welcome to CMDF, my new cyber mechanoid design facility, dedicated to brewing up trouble on a 24-hour basis. Case in point, the shiny metallic substance held within that containment vessel. You mean the big lava lamp, Doctor? Hardly anything so commonplace, Snively, yet in its own way equally brilliant.
Allow me to introduce Eve, the first of a race of exceptionally versatile evolvenoids. Robots which have the capacity to learn, grow, and adapt to any and all situations. The secret behind her existence is sub-microscopic component parts, which are virtually indestructible. Images not to scale. Early Zombot liquid. Yeah, it kind of looks like Zombot fluid, doesn't it? And some special parts which are now complete with this additional hedgehog data. She will now select the ideal manner to dispose of him permanently. Dun dun dun! It's Zombots but Archie. Yeah, it kind of looks like it kind of looks like the Zombot fluid that Eggman created in the IDW comics. Hedgehog data has been copied, like in Sonic Heroes! It's also like Sonic Heroes. You know, there's a lot of, like, metal liquid in Sonic the Hedgehog. Nanomachines, son. Yep, there we go. There's one. I was waiting for that one. You sure made short work of those SWAT bots, Sonic. Yeah, Robotnik's really been scraping the bottom of the barrel lately. Same old tired tricks. Day in and day out. Boring. Rumble. It's like he's not even trying anymore. Where's the challenge in that? I mean, come on. I wish he could have something new up his sleeve. Uh-oh. I think you just got your wish handed to you. Tails' face looks kind of weird in this panel. It's like his nose disappears in the line art, so it looks like he has no nose in some points. Whoa, look at these dynamic poses. This is brand new stuff. Got my wish. More like it's got my leg. Let go, man. Whoa, not exactly what I had in mind. Skoom, crash. Ugh, like they say. Be careful what you wish for. Seriously, what's with the hands in this? What's with the hands in this issue? It's so weird. The hands are very detailed in this issue, and it's kind of freaking me out. Things new and improved alright, especially in the speed department. The rest spot's quick on the draw. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully too quick for its own good. Boom, zip, crash. Whoa, what was that, Sonic? Since Dorothy and the Scarecrow aren't around, it couldn't be the Tin Woodsman. Ah, it's a Wizard of Oz. Oh boy, we got them references. You know who's writing this? Let's head back to Knothole, little buddy. Maybe Rotor can figure out what made that bot tick. It would appear that the hedgehog has again emerged triumphant, sir. Ah, but appearances can be most deceiving, Sniffly. That's the beauty of Eve. She's so much more than the sum of her parts. Those special parts are actually brain cells from yours truly. X-ray analysis. Is that a peanut? That's a peanut. That's not a brain. And from a quill plucked during an earlier battle, we have body cells from Sonic the Hedgehog. She's the perfect combination of my intelligence, craftiness, superiority, and a little resourcefulness from the hedgehog. And as much as I hate to combine anything of mine with that rodent... sounds familiar. Wizard of Oz is canon to Sonic. A lot of things are canon to Sonic because there's a lot of references to things in this comic. Uh-oh. Is there a bit of lag? Well, it says excellent connection on my end. Oh, no, there's lag. Yep. Sorry
sorry if there's a bit of lag. OBS is kind of acting a little crazy right now. Sorry about that. Oh boy. Let me see if I can fix this. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Robotnik's hacking the stream. Of course he is. Sorry, I don't know what the issue is. OBS just keeps acting funny. I don't know what the problem is. Just, internet's not happy today for some reason. I don't know if we're back or not. OBS is just really unhappy right now, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is. I really don't know. Because the internet seems okay. It's just OBS that's acting funny. I'm not sure what the problem is. Reconnection successful? Is it successful, OBS? Is the reconnection successful, or are you just lying to me? Like you always are. What is OBS? It's the thing I use to stream. And sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it acts up. Here, I'm gonna do a BRB so I can try and fix it. Wait. Is it stable now? Is it stable, or am I crazy? Hello? Is it stable now? Everyone refresh. Yes, please refresh. Oh no, OBS, stop. Dang it. Hang on. So I'm not entirely sure what the issue is. Because as far as I can see, there's nothing wrong with the internet, it's just OBS that's acting weird. So I'm gonna try and continue reading the comic. It's stable, is it? Is it stable for everybody? Because it just keeps going in the red for me for some reason. Well, we'll see what happens when I come back on. Hello. Is it stable now? Is it stable? Stable? It's fine. Okay. Can we move on to the next part? Can we finally move on? Why? I don't know. OBS was acting kind of weird. I don't know why. It's back to normal. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep going on as if nothing happened. Okay. OBS just decided to have a meltdown for no reason, but I think everything is back now. We'll just keep reading the comic.
What better way to destroy him than with something that was different and with something that has different and similar characteristics? Gloop, 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 click, grind, whir. I sure hope there aren't any more of those things running around loose. Not to worry, Tails. Whatever else it may have been, it was definitely one of a kind. Sonic, do you hear something? Zzz. You mean something like that? Frizzad. Get down! I can't quite place the face, but the intent is all too familiar.
Maybe because of the Sally issue. OBS was like, can't stand it. It's so gross. This bumblebee isn't serving tuna. That's a reference. And it's tougher than the last bot. Let's frizzad zoom juice. Oh, he said the thing. He said juice. He's right behind us, Sonic. I know, little buddy. In fact, I'm counting on it. This thing's fast, even faster than the first one. Frizzad boom. Wasps. Yeah, it's a wasp. It's a big, scary wasp. It's icky. Wasps are mean. I don't like them. We know it can do 0 to 60 in under a minute. The question is, can it stop on a dime? Splat. Flump. Bugbot's battle plan was almost identical to the first one's. Maybe they're both part of the same bot-like transformer. Maybe they're both part of the same bot, like a transformer. Sonic, look how it's changing. It's not part of any giant bot. It's the same bot. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Let's get out of here and get a scientific explanation. Strike 2, my lord. Feh. 2 strikes are 200. It makes no difference. Eve will take each encounter in stride, process and analyze the tactics used to defeat her, then surpass those limitations. She'll keep going and going and going until... Yo, Robo-Bobo! Didn't think I'd show up here so fast, huh? Well, if it isn't my old enemy, my soon-to-be former enemy once Eve has finished with you. Eve? You fixing me up with a blind date or something? Nothing blind about it, Hedgehog. You've already met. Gas. It's really funny that it has the same name as Eve from WALL-E. I'm trying to get through as much of the comic before OBS starts having a fit again. Through several times. Oh no, not again. Oh yes, and again if need be. Eve will never rest until she's fulfilled her programming. One way or the other. Ha 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 ha. Bees. OBS, stop it. OBS, I'm tired of your shenanigans. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why it's acting this way. How many pages we're in? Let me check. It just sometimes, for some reason, it just keeps, like, It just keeps, like, going into the red for some unknown reason. I don't know why. I don't know what the issue is. Let's see. I'm gonna do a troubleshoot, see if it can pick up if there's any issues here. OBS is afraid of giant snakes, of course. The troubleshooting didn't seem to figure out what is happening. I'm just gonna keep reading. See what happens. She's putting the squeeze on me. Sorry, lady. Third time or not, I won't be falling victim to your charms. Besides, I already have a significant other. A significant other who kissed someone else! Sally! Looks like she won't take no for an answer. I better shake this rattler and roll. Pop. Let's see if we can string a few loose ends together. Boing, 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 boing. Come on, just work with me here. I'm gonna check and see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, that's a lot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9 pages. There was something scary in that one. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a problem with the internet. It's just OBS that's acting weird, and I don't understand why. I don't know. I don't know at all. I have no clue. Sally is dating too now. Sally kissed another dude. Or a dude kissed Sally. Another dude kissed Sally, and it was gross. It was gross and uncalled for. Okay, I'm just gonna keep reading. Zip and wrap things up in a nice tiny little package. Do not open till Christmas. Not a problem, Doc. Seems I've tied for first place again. Why don't you give me my merit badge before click gride? Hey, what's happening? Progress, or have you so soon forgotten? Eve doesn't lose. She never loses. Instead, she just keeps getting better and better. Behold! There's some art. Here's some beautiful art. There's Sonic cooking up some chili. There's a Knuckles. And Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. There it is. There's the terrifying thing. There's the terrifying creature. La Creatura. Terrifying. The final phase. I am Eve, an exceptionally versatile evolvenoid. My programming states that I am learn, grow, adapt to any and all eventualities to surpass my limitations. And my single greatest limitation is Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Me? You can't be serious. I gave you form, knowledge, the desire to improve yourself, all the qualities of life. Precisely. Oh my goodness. It's double crossing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Help! But you also created me using cells from your body and the hedgehogs. From me? Robotnik, your cells didn't provide intelligence, but instead evil.
which was overpowered by what I received from Sonic. You mistakenly thought his cells provided resourcefulness, but that's mostly a learned trait. Yes, although he is impatient, he does have the ability to think for himself, and the logic I gained from him tells me I no longer need to be your servant. Zap. Well, you should have saw that coming, Robotnik. I don't know about you. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like you should have seen that coming. AI too smart. Yeah, AI way too smart. You thought you were smart by giving me your combined qualities, but that led to your downfall, Rzat. Zoom. I can't believe it, Dr. Robotnik. Destroyed? Nah, I don't think so. That can't be true. Now that the single greatest threat to my continued existence has been removed, I shall fulfill the remainder of my programming by eliminating Sonic the Hedgehog. Hold that thought, babe. There are a few things I'd like to get off my chest. Quills first. Robotnik said it himself. You've been designed to surpass your limitations, but your biggest limitation isn't a Robobot, it's your own programming. And until you've successfully surpassed it, you'll never be all that you can be. Your theory is sound, small blue creature. Now that I can use my ability for independent thought and do not serve Robotnik. You must continue on. I have the freedom of choice, not limited by boundaries, but be they of the mind or the vast reaches of infinity. Shoom! Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog, and thank you. Because of you, I now know what it means to be free, and just as importantly, to be me. Ugh, I really don't. It's like a weird, disgusting butterfly. I don't like it. I don't like it. At all. Are you gonna read anything after the reboot? After Archie? I'm not sure. And it's gonna take a really long time to read all of Archie. So I have no clue. Wow, how'd you know that would work? I didn't. I just took my best shot and got lucky. Will it ever be back? We'll deal with that when and if it ever happens, Tails. But what happens now that Robotnik is gone? Will Mobius be free? Is this the end of the Freedom Fighters? You've got a lot of questions, good buddy, but... Get out, both of you, just get out! Oh, Snively is very upset. Is he gonna start being the main villain? Oh, he's upset, he's so sad! Come on, Tails, let's head home and spread the news. Snively needs some time alone. Sob, hopefully will I live my life. How will I live my life without the great evil one telling me what to do? I just got a bad thought, Sonic. What if Robotnik isn't really gone? I just got another bad thought. What if you're right? Somehow, I don't think we've heard the last of the evil Dr. R. Is this really the end of Dr. Robotnik? Be here next month for the awesome conclusion. It's not. He's not really gone. He's not really gone. I know it. He's not really gone. They wouldn't do that. He's not gone. Maybe IDW. The thing about IDW is that it's still an ongoing thing. And I don't know about reading that on stream because that's... The only reason I'm able to pirate Archie, like, legally is because Archie themselves just stopped caring about this comic and isn't, like, doing anything to preserve it. It's literally... all of my copies are fan-made preservations. And there's really no other way besides, you know, buying secondhand comics to read most of this. So, yeah. Thank you for the super chat, even though it's a kind of... this stream's been kind of icky. Snively is a whole heckin' vibe.
he doesn't know what to do with himself without Robotnik, which is unfortunate. Pirate? Yeah, I am pirating these comics. Technically, I'm pirating these comics, but it's the only way to read them. Because Archie doesn't have any way to legally buy them unless you buy them secondhand, which is really expensive. Because a lot of these comics are very rare. Eggman is not dead. He's not dead. He's not. Will you ever read Fleetway Sonic? I'll think about it. But I have a lot of Archie to get through. Anyway, I think this would be a good place to stop for the night since OBS seems to be having issues today. I'll see what I can do to try and like fix it. So yeah. I'll see what I can do. And there's another dono. Thank you EB Crazy. It hasn't popped up yet, but thank you EB Crazy. Alright, I'm gonna get going now. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna get going now. Thank you for watching despite all of the hiccups. I'm not sure what the problem is still, but thank you for watching regardless. And yeah, I'll see you next Saturday for more Archie Sonic. Yay! Alright.